As the US boosts military assets near Iran, the role of America's ally the UK is also under the spotlight, because British basing in aircraft could shape any regional response. The UK has recently deployed warplanes to Qatar as several US Arab allies cut back cooperation, signaling London may help fill gaps in regional posture. Saudi Arabia and the UAE have said they will not allow any attacks on Iran from their soil, limiting launch options and increasing the value of other basing routes. On January 22, the UK confirmed a squadron of Typhoon jets was sent to a US base in Qatar, placing British air power closer to potential flashpoints. Britain said a joint squadron with Qatar has been formed to bolster defensive capability, framing the deployment as protection rather than preparation for strikes. The Typhoon jets are reportedly capable of shooting down Iran's Shahed-136 drones, making them relevant for counter-drone patrols and air defense reinforcement. Reports say the UK jets were deployed to help manage possible Iranian retaliation to any US strikes, especially if drones and missiles target bases and shipping lanes. On January 14, the United Kingdom shut down its embassy in Tehran amid fear of US strikes, a move that suggested London anticipated heightened risk. In the Middle East, the UK maintains access to facilities across Bahrain, Qatar, the UAE, and Oman, giving it a dispersed footprint for surveillance and support. However, Britain's most significant strategic base is Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean, positioned in a way that can support long-range operations toward Iran. If the US uses Diego Garcia, its bomber aircraft could operate within about 5,300 kilometers of Iran, expanding strike reach without relying on Gulf airfields. Using Diego Garcia could also allow the US to skip Gulf airspace, reducing exposure if Iran threatens regional bases or tries to close routes with missiles and drones. Even so, reports suggest the US has not yet asked the UK for permission to use the Indian Ocean base, meaning political approval may still be a hurdle. The UK may also be wary because Shahed drones have the range to threaten Diego Garcia, raising the risk that a safe rear base becomes a target. In Parliament recently, Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned Iran's crackdown on anti-government protesters, aligning Britain's rhetoric with human rights criticism. Starmer is reportedly keen to maintain close ties with Trump, according to Middle East Eye, even as alliance politics get more complicated. But Starmer and Trump have not seen eye to eye on several foreign policy questions, creating uncertainty about how far London will go in supporting US plans. The UK has opted out of joining Trump's Gaza Board of Peace due to Vladimir Putin's involvement, showing London is willing to draw lines even with Washington. And during the 12-day Iran-Israel war, Britain stayed out while the US bombed Tehran's nuclear sites, a reminder that the UK can choose distance over direct participation.